I chose to study at Swansea because I thought, when I looked online at the module synopsis, that the modules really appealed to me. And it was actually really interesting, and I thought that the course would kind of, give my knowledge of history to grow quite a lot.
Well, what drew me in the first place was it being the Welsh Uni of the Year. So obviously I saw that online and I applied straight away. Came to the open days. I really liked it. Loved the campus, all in one place, and I thought, quite straightforward. All the accommodation was really good.
Yeah, I found the student ambassadors were really helpful as well.
Yeah, I did.
Especially at the open days and the applicant days.
Yeah.
They had time for you could speak to them one-on-one, and it's provided loads of information.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, the location of Swansea is really good, and the city is really nice and vibrant and modern.
My favourite module is the conflict and memory module that I'm taking this semester. And the reason I enjoy it so much is because it allows me to kind of look through the study of history in a different lens. We're looking about how history is remembered specifically and how memory has changed in a both personal and collective memory.
My favourite module was a module I took in first year called Europe of Extremes, and it was brilliant because it covered my entire interest period in history, so I loved every second, but I still learned new things, so that was really good in terms of why I came here as well.
So I really like the First World War module because it studies the Eastern Front of the War, which is something I've never studied before either college or secondary school. It just has a whole new dimension to the war. I also quite like that we look at the military strategies of all the different countries. We can see how it progressed over the war and how the plans change over the war. It's just find quite fascinating and interesting.
My favourite module that I've studied this semester is the Welsh century from 1847 to 1947, and it was a really nice option to have because it's not every day you get to be able to study Welsh history in Wales, and it just touches upon a wide variety of themes such as social history and politics.
It's also nice that you don't do all of your learning in the classroom, so you do have a trip, and for me the best part about the trip was finding out how there are sort of monuments within Swansea that I didn't know about, and they're just so close to us, and it was nice to experience that while studying the module.
Doing a dissertation, it's admittedly harder than first and second year. The workload is much more, but it's so much fun because you get to stick to one topic you really enjoy. Like mine's on atomic spies, and that's something I really started to enjoy and get quite fascinated with when I did the Cold War module in second year, and you just get to research a topic you know and love, and you just have so much fun doing the research. I decided to study history because ever since I was younger and went on school trips to Hatfield House and to castles and museums, I've always been fascinated with the story behind the facts and the figures, and it just really appeals to me to go in and find the theory behind how everything happened.
I really like the fact that the city centre isn't too big or too small, so it doesn't overwhelm you, but there is still so much stuff to do, and you get so many different kinds of shops, and you don't really run out of things to do in Swansea.
As well as that, there's lots of open space in Swansea, so there's the beach and you've got Singleton Park. There's lots of really nice open spaces that you can just relieve all the pressure and stress in.
The nightlife in Swansea is brilliant. We've had so many great memories together. We always have fun. It's great.
Yeah, Wine Street is great, which is where we mainly go as a group, and there's so many different bars and clubs there, and they're all pretty cheap, so it's really good for students.
I think the best thing is Wine Street. Everything you want is all on one street. So you get a taxi in, you stay there for hours, and you go home at the end. I mean, we've had memories that we'll never forget, so many times.